Just a few miscellaneous finds today. Not really a focused video, but The Devil's Advocate. I hadn't watched that in many years, but I remember the movie very well. I, however, did not know that it had the same release date as I Know What You Did Last Summer. October 17th, 1997. They're both released the same date. I Know What You Did Last Summer beat it out for the top spot at the box office. Now, I'll talk more about I Know What You Did Last Summer in my decode of the Southport incident coming up. But real quick, there was a belated sequel to the movie this year. And from the release of the original to the release of the sequel, 10,136 days. 3 times 6 is 18. So that would be an 8 times 111, and that would equal 888, your portal number. And the movies take place in Southport, North Carolina. Also, 27 plus 9 plus 1 is 37, your EL number. And here's your 333. Now, getting back to The Devil's Advocate, it's well known by now that Charlie Kirk's dad was an architect on Trump Tower. And in this film, we have Charlize Theron. Now, what does her name sound like? I mean, Charlize Theron. Like, let's see here. There you go. Charlize Theron. Like, maybe that was the point of her role in this movie, to give Charlie his throne in Trump Tower. You've got your backwards 322 Skull and Bones number. You got your backwards 47. And you got your 79 Trump age. And if you want to type in her actual name, you get both your 162 611 number and your 216 84. Also down here in capitals mix 322 forward Skull and Bones. And this is what happens to Charlize Theron's character in The Devil's Advocate. After constantly seeing and being harassed by the devil's demons, she takes a mirror shard to her own throat. Remind you of anyone? Mr. Charlie Kirk? And her name in the film is Mary Ann Lomax. So we've got a Max in there. The guy who shot up the Southport restaurant was Nigel Max Edge. There's a guy named Max, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, who gets hooked in the neck. And of course, there was Max Klein in the movie Fearless. And if you take the letters that make up Mary Ann, you can get Mara in New York. Sort of like Mar-a-Lago in New York. Like Trump Tower is sort of the New York Mar-a-Lago in a way. And here we have the distance between the release of The Devil's Advocate and the Charles Kirk event. 1,190 days for your 9/11. So maybe this ritual was even deeper than causing all the division. Maybe it was about giving Charlie his throne as a martyr, a phony martyr in Trump Tower, which his father helped to design, and which The Devil's Advocate partially filmed in. Charlize Theron, much too close to be a coincidence. And she stuck the mirror shard into her neck on the same side that Kirk got his. Also down here, you have your backwards 42. Also, like this is the 9/11, 1, 2, 7 for your buildings 1, 2, and 7. And down here, 42, 2 times 4 is 8, so also 84 and 33. And of course, include the end date, and it's not just 9/11, but it's 9/11/01. And this is Connie Nielsen, who in the film Al Pacino's devil character, John Milton, wants Keanu Reeves' character to mate with and bring forth the Antichrist baby. And not only that, but she's also his half-sister in the film. Her character is named Christabella Andreoli. Of course, she's got the Christ in the name and the Bella, which means angel. And I found it very interesting that under the satanic cipher, it's another 888 portal number. And in Fibonacci, you've also got the backwards 9/11. And of course, the master plan is revealed after Marianne 86s herself. Charlize Theron with the CT initials 320. The 320th day of the year is 11/16. If you're upside down, 9/11/01. And if we go from Theron's birth to the so-called demise of Charlie Kirk, 18,298 days. 2 plus 9 plus 8 is 19 for your corona number. And then 9 plus 1 is 10. 8 plus 1 is 9. So this would be 910 Charlie Kirk. And 50 plus 1 plus 4 is your 55 Satan number. And down here, you have your 6/14 Trump birthday. And another Trump birthday over here with your 2/6. And from Charlize's birth to the release of The Devil's Advocate, 8107 days. 81 plus 7 is your 88 portal number. You got your 222 order out of chaos number. 222 times 10 is 2220. And 22 times 2 times 10 is 440 for your kill number. Here you have your 8-4, your 7-6, your 6-11, and also your 6-7. And down here, another 222 order out of chaos number with an 11. Throw in the end date. You got your portal numbers with a backwards 18 in the middle. You've got 2, 2, 2, 2. And 266 months, 11 days. You got your 6-6 twin number, your 6-11, your 26. And I also forgot to mention Connie Nielsen, born on 7/3, the EL number. From her birth to Charlize Theron's 36, 88 days, your 666 and portal numbers. 5 times 11, your Satan number 55. 121 plus 5 is 126, which is basically your 162, 216 numbers. And the director of the Devil's Advocate is Taylor Hackford, born in Satan Barbara, California, in the year of 44. He was born December 31st. So anytime you go from his birth date, 6/11 is going to be 162 days from his birth, and 8/4 is going to be 216 days from his birth, just like with Val Kilmer. And remember that Val Kilmer died 162 days before Charlie Kirk, and that Val Kilmer had throat cancer, more throat trauma. And in the film, before Kevin Lomax, aka Keanu Reeves, moves to New York City to work for the Devil's law firm, he is a Gainesville, Florida defense attorney who has never lost a case. And the Gainesville mention, of course, brings to mind Danny Rolling, probably better known as the Gainesville Ripper, who was executed October 25th, 2006. From the release of The Devil's Advocate to the execution of Danny Rolling, 3295 days. 32 plus 95 is 127 for your 12/7 Pearl Harbor date, or your buildings 1, 2, and 7 that collapsed on 9/11. Also, you got your 18666 number and your 88 portal number. Now, to change topics a little bit, thinking about the Martin Luther King Jr. assassination and all the streets and places named after him the other day got me to thinking about Harvey Milk. And really, when you think about it, MLK, Milk, I was thinking, maybe aside from getting an assassination in there, MLK was also predictive programming for the assassination of Harvey Milk. One a black man, the other gay. So I went from MLK's assassination to the date of Milk's. 3889 days. 38 plus 89 is 127. So again, you've got your 12/7 Pearl Harbor date and your building's 127. Down here you have 10 years, 7 months, 23 days. 10 times 7 times 23 is 1610 for your 6/11 or upside down 9/11. But the most damning of all is this: 127 months, 23 days. You got your 12/7 Pearl Harbor number with a 23, which symbolizes the years between Milk's assassination and the World Trade Center coming down. From 78 to 2001 is 23 years. So this can be the Pearl Harbor, pointing to the next Pearl Harbor, which would be 9/11. And it can be also 127 for buildings 1, 2, and 7. Perfect match. So from MLK to Milk to 9/11 is a perfect straight line of predictive programming. And Harvey Milk was murdered with this man, George Moscone, the 37th mayor of San Francisco. 37, your EL number. And here is their assassin, Daniel James White. So we've got another James to add to the list. He was paroled January 7th, 1984. Interestingly enough, a day before Elvis's birthday. And with all those numbers being so interesting, I thought I'd look for a 666. And 6 years, 66 months from the assassination of Harvey Milk and the mayor of San Francisco is May 27th, 1990, the Golden Gate Bridge's birthday. And remember, they were assassinated in San Francisco. Dan White has the 84 in ordinal and the 42 in reduction, but also the big 777 number in standard. And in Sumerian, Harvey Bernard Milk. You're upside down 9/11/01. And that 666 number landed on 5/27/90 from the opening of the Golden Gate Bridge to that date. 53 years exactly. The 53rd day of the year is February 22nd, 222, Order Out of Chaos. Also 636 months for your 36 forwards and backwards. And going back to Dan White, the guy who milked Harvey, from his birth to his death, 14,294 days. The 294th day of the year just so happens to be October 21st, and he died October 21st, 1985. And 14 days later is 11/4. 4 times 11 is 44, the kill number. Down here, 39 years, 1 month, 19 days. You got your backwards 9/11, and you've also got your forwards 9/11. And 3 times 9 is 27, so once again you have buildings 2, 7, and 1. And from the San Francisco assassinations, the Kirk event, 17,089 days. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 is 25, because it happened in the year 25, the Kirk. And down here, 561 months, 14 days. You got your 6/11. 4 times 1 is 4. So you've also got your 6/14 Trump birthday. Anyway, that's all for now. All glory to God. Thanks for watching.